Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com. Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
Winter is coming.
And that second free throw good for Waddell. Makes it a 19-17 ball game here on your Security State Bank scoreboard. I think we're having some technical difficulties on yourliveevent.com, but I believe those are fixed now. So hopefully everyone out there can hear us now. 19-17 after this timeout. Coach Unchith calls it, and it is a timeout on your Security State Bank scoreboard. 19-17, Prowlers lead by 2 here on yourliveevent.com and KQ92.
Legacy Sales will help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai
And actually, we'll just keep it right here for right now. Just a quick timeout, but that timeout called by Coach Unchith, and a fun, fast-paced first half. Again, all the student body in attendance for Warroad here on this Friday afternoon. So getting out of a couple classes for some of the students, all the students, as they here in the gymnasium will cheer on their Warroad Warriors. And you can see a couple of the fatheads in the crowd here on your screen. There are a couple students in front of us holding up those cardboard heads for Warroad. 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining here in the opening half. This is McMillan, recently back into the game. Pass tipped up in the air, taken by Osowski. Out and running, Wilcox. He'll let Mayfield fly by him and lay it up and in easily. 12 points now for Bridger Wilcox. Layup inside, Adams misses it. Under a minute to go. Wilcox finding Nelson, lays it in. Assist from Bridger Wilcox, and Casey Nelson with a nice lay in there for Thief River. They go up by 6. 23-17 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. 40 seconds to go. Fast out to Mayfield, traveled with it. A lot of traveling calls from the far side official over there, and rightly so. The spin move by Fast and the footwork got him that time. So a turnover on the Warriors. And 35 seconds here as Wilcox will bring it up now for Thief River. Bridger Wilcox handling, guarded by Brady Fast. Over to this is Nelson now, Wyatt Nelson. Down to Cornelius on the elbow. Outside, Wilcox will let one fly, short on a 3. Fast grabs it. Wyckoff back in the game for Warroad. Adams, Boucher, and Mayfield. Fast driving, lays it in, left-handed lay. And Brady Fast now up to 8 points. Beautiful finish there, just 5 seconds in the half. Wilcox driving into the lane, shots up, no good, and that will be the end of the first half. Shot is up, but no, didn't get it off in time. So the score on your Security State Bank scoreboard as we go into halftime here, Thief River Falls 23, Warroad 19. A 4-point lead on your Security State Bank scoreboard, and a quick 10-minute halftime break. We will be back. We'll look into the Your Live event and make sure we have everything good to go there on that end. Make sure everyone can hear us out there who's trying to tune in for the Warroad Warriors in Thief River Falls here on a Friday afternoon. We thank you for choosing us and listening to our broadcast here today, right here on KQ92, yourliveevent.com, on the KQ92 app, and online at KQ92.com.
You'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Hi, my name is Angelina and I work at Marvin. I paint at Marvin. Every day I get to do what I love. When I started, I was a little intimidated to go into the spray booth, but people were very kind to me and I was able to learn at my own pace. I get to be proud of what I do and I love the product when it's finished. It's beautiful. Since I started at Marvin, I have been able to pull myself out of debt and purchase a home because I'm making enough to make a living. Come work with me at Marvin. It's a great place to work.
Of Warroad.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Southeast winds 10 to 20 miles per hour.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Thinking about a fresh
And bringing you back here to Warroad High School, just joining to bring you this excellent thing happening in center court at the high school. We have head coach John Larson about ready to be pied, as well as activities director. There's the pie there, John Larson getting hit with it there, and to his right, that's Mark Shammernick, activities director. So some fun activities here on this Friday as students getting ready, celebrating some Christmas activities here.
Purchase $1.99 a pound.
23-19 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. And we'll go ahead and take a short break as we get ready for second half action coming up here at yourliveevent.com.
By Benjamin Moore Paint Colors at Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad. With over 3,500 unmatchable colors and the best quality paint on the market, you can create unique spaces that truly reflect your style. And when you buy Benjamin Moore, you're supporting local business. These quality paints are sold exclusively through locally owned and operated retailers. Visit Marvin Home Center today and let your perfect color journey begin. Marvin Home Center, Highway 11, Warroad.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Blooming plants, chocolates.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
Choice bone-in prime rib roast, $13.99.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, egg news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Hi, I'm Deanna and I work at Marvin. HQ was definitely built around the person, the architecture, the windows, the lights, like everything feels alive in that space. But then there's also these little nooks and crannies where you can go and relax. If you think about a home and what you want in your home and how
YourLiveEvent.com, and second half coming your way, 23-19 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. So that is the score as we finish those first 18 minutes. So a rather low scoring first half for either side, but a very evenly matched, if you will. Very good defense by both sides and fun to watch on both sides as well. And fun to be here for this incredible Friday afternoon game. A fun atmosphere as well here from Warroad High School, and getting set for half number 2 beginning here just momentarily here. It'll be Thief River Falls basketball here to begin the second half on YourLiveEvent.com. We're live on KQ92 as well, on the KQ92 app and at KQ92.com. And it will be the Prowlers to control out of the second half, out of the locker room, see what they do, leading by 4 to begin the second 18 minutes of play. To the near side now, this is Grindelin cross-court pass. Oskowski drives, shots up, and off the window with the left hand, able to get it to fall. Oshowski, second bucket of the day now, 4 points for the senior Oshowski. 25-19, inside shot blocked. Billingsley the other way, and it's going to be controlled there by Wilcox. Wilcox has it now for Thief River. Wilcox over to Oshowski there on the far end. This is Dylan Oshowski, who's got 4 points and just scored, and that pass goes over the head of Nelson out of bounds and into the front row. They're down on the front row. The girls basketball team, who was holding a banner up that the team ran out and ran through there to begin the second half out of the locker room. And as the fight song played here for the Warroad Warriors, and the band in attendance as well. Fast almost lights up a 3 there to light up the crowd. Offensive rebound there, Billingsley grabbing it. On down low, Adams on the block, backing down Cornelius, floats one up and in. Hudson Adams, nice finish there. And Warroad cutting into the lead a bit. Now they're within 4, 25-21 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. 16 and a half minutes remaining here in the second half. Wilcox guarded by Fast. Wilcox picks up his dribble, bumps into him, shot goes up, it's short, and a flopping foul called on Fast. So they're going to call a flop as Wilcox kind of led with his shoulder, with his left shoulder there, and forcing some contact, but it's going to go, well, I think it might be just a warning there on Fast. Warroad will control the ball here off of giveaway, and Fast will dribble it up. Fast, guarded by Wyatt Nelson. Across to Boucher. Boucher just 4 points there in that opening half, and he was 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. Fast now, right wing. Fast, driving, hop, step, shots up, short. Grindelin grabs it. Pass taken away, stolen. Mayfield finishes. Andrew Mayfield, eyes in the back of his head, and got in front of that one. Lays it in for Warroad. Now Mayfield will guard Nelson. Guarding him strong, reaches in, no call. Grindelin handling for Thief River. Well, Nelson, Wyatt Nelson from beyond the arc, hit it over there from the right wing on the far side, right in front of the Prowler bench. Another three good there by Thief River. They go back up 27-23. Brady Fast, dribbling, kicking out. Mayfield, Adams will handle it there and kick out now to Boucher. Boucher from straight away, mishandles it over to Mayfield now. Mayfield dribbling around, Warroad looking for some space. They got into the paint and they got fouled. Andrew Mayfield drawing some contact, and Mayfield will go to the line. 2 free throws here coming. Again, if you're just joining us on yourliveevent.com, apologize about any technical difficulties there audio-wise here during the broadcast, but everything looks to be fixed now from what I've heard. Andrew Mayfield off on that first free throw. Mayfield with 2 points on his day so far after that lone layup after the steal. Now 3 points as he hits that free throw. So Warroad back within 4. Wilcox will dribble now for Thief River Falls. Nelson, left wing. Nelson outside Cornelius. Wilcox will let a three go, and off the mark right. Rebound down to Brady Fast. 3 minutes gone here in half number 2. Final half, 18 minutes of play, 15 minutes remain. Boucher dribbling right wing into the corner. Pass at the feet of Billingsley. He'll handle it. Down low, bounce pass. Adams on the block. Shots up, no good. Trying to steal. Adams on the deck, and he's going to be fouled. Adams committing the foul there. Foul on Hudson Adams. He's going to pick up his second foul, and the first team foul of the half for Warroad. 1 foul on both sides. Grindelin there on the ground to draw it. Wilcox will dribble the other way now. 4-point lead on your Security State Bank scoreboard. This is Wyatt Nelson now in the far corner. Dribbling around Fast, poked away. Mayfield picks it up off the steal. Mayfield a little shaken up, might have got hit in the mouth. He seems to be okay, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Wyatt Nelson of Thief River Falls off the drive there by Brady Fast. Fast across the timeline. Mayfield still shaken up. He's going to check out of the game, and Gavin Wyckoff, the freshman, will replace him. So Mayfield looks still a little bit shaken up. Might have got bumped there in the jaw, the chin area, as he seemed to be kind of wrestling with that as he goes over and will sit down. Maybe some blood on the court as well. Coach Unchith come out and wipe that up. You see his bright green Grinch sweater here, his ugly Christmas sweater, if you will, for Coach Unchith. Not quite as ugly. Big fan of the Grinch. I'd love to see that here. A lot of Christmas sweaters in the stands, and you see quite a few of Thief River Falls fans across the way there behind their bench. They're off to the left a bit. And very many Warroad fans here in attendance, including the entire student body here on this Friday afternoon game. During the school day, getting out of classes. Billingsley outside, Wyckoff all alone for 3, left it short, and it's off the mark right. And a timeout called by Coach Hams. This will be his second timeout of the game. He'll have 3 remaining, and just a quick timeout, I'd imagine. We'll go ahead and step aside with that. 28-24 on your Security State Bank scoreboard here on KQ92 and your live event.
You want to be there. I think that's what HQ provides. Come join me at Marvin. You'll love it here.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense.
A 4-point lead for Thief River Falls. Back here at Warroad High School, out of the timeout, Wilcox to inbound for Thief River. Cross court over here to Grendelin now near side. Pass tipped by Billingsley, intercepted by Wyckoff off the steal, trying to find a cutting Wilcox. Wyckoff now dribbling to the baseline, outside of the elbow. Billingsley trying to back down Grendelin, lost it, stolen away by the senior Casey Nelson. And Wilcox will dribble it up, slow things up for Coach Hams. John Hams, coach for Thief River Falls. Oshowski 3 off the mark, grabbed by Wilcox. In the corner, cross court to the far corner now. Nelson, pass intercepted. Adams pushed out of bounds. Foul on Thief River Falls. Hudson Adams there on the baseline, jumping in front of the pass and stealing it off the bounce. And off the foul, it'll be the 3rd on Tucker Grendelin. So 3rd on him, 3rd team foul on Thief River in the half. 4.5 minutes gone here in the half. 13:25 remaining. And a 4-point lead for Thief River Falls. Grendelin will check out of the game with that. And back into the game for him, Connor Bruce. Bruce, number 15, guarding fast on the near side. Wyckoff dribbling. Wyckoff into the corner. Cross-court pass stolen away. Stolen there by Bruce. Bumped into the corner. Wyckoff had to get rid of it. Bruce poked away by Boucher. Out and running. Adams. Boucher will step into a little jumper. Missed. Adams up and in. Offensive board, and Hudson Adams paying it off for Warroad. Second chance points. 2-point game. 28-26 Thief River. Here in the second half of a low-scoring, back-and-forth defensive battle. Shots up. That's pure. Nothing but the bottom there. Wyatt Nelson, a 3-pointer from the corner. Nelson hits another 3. Fast the other way. That's a long 2-pointer, but that one hit nothing but net. 12.5 minutes to go in the half. 31-28 now. Prowlers lead. Wilcox guarded by Brady Fast. The 2 stars for both sides. Got him up in the air, and he finished off the little floater. Bridger Wilcox. Great feel for the game. Adams to Mayfield. Handoff to Brady Fast. Guarded by Bruce. Bumped out of his hand, got it back. Now pass to Boucher. Down low, Mayfield. Cutting as Adams poked away and stolen. Bridger Wilcox off the steal. Wilcox, a cutting Oshowski. Jab step outside. Wilcox 3. Got fouled. Shots off the mark, but if it's a shooting foul, and I believe it is, 3 free throws coming here for Bridger Wilcox, and that's what it will be. 3 free throws here for Bridger Wilcox for Thief River Falls, and the foul goes on Andrew Mayfield. He picks up his first. Second team foul on Warroad in the half, and Wilcox off the mark on the first free throw, rimming back iron and out. And some substitutions come on, but they did not know that it's the 3 free throws here, so they'll check in after the second free throw. Wilcox second free throw short on that one. So Wilcox has been lights out from beyond the arc today. 14 points, but just hasn't been able to get the stroke going from the free throw line. So 0 for 2 on his 3. Second one coming. Billingsley just checked back in for Warroad. That free throw no good, and Billingsley grabs it. 0 for 3 on those 3 free throws for Bridger Wilcox. And the lead remains 5 for the Prowlers. 33-28 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Fast free throw line jumper rims off. Wilcox out and running Grendelin. Grendelin lays it in, but a stoppage and a timeout called off the miss. Timeout granted to Coach Vichita Unchith and the Warroad Warriors there off the miss, and it is going to kind of slow up the fast break for Wilcox, Grindelin, and the Prowlers, and that slows it up. So a timeout here called by Coach Hams, actually. Coach John Hams calling the timeout, so just 2 timeouts remaining now for Thief River Falls. With that, quick 30-second break. Come back for more second half action. Your live event, KQ92.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi
At Warroad High School as we welcome you back out of the timeout. The second timeout called by Coach Unchith. Warroad and Coach Unchith, 3 timeouts remaining, 2 timeouts left for Coach Hams and Thief River, and it will be Prowlers basketball out of the timeout. Starters on the floor for Thief River, including Connor Bruce. The lone starter not on the floor is Tucker Grindelin now for the Prowlers. All starters on the floor right now for Warroad as they run the zone, and Adams takes it away. Adams, one man to beat. Adams lays it in. Nice finish there. Hudson Adams, coast to coast. Wilcox will dribble back. A 4-point lead. 4-point lead for the Prowlers. 4-0 run for Warroad. 5-0 run rather. Jet Cornelius poked away by Adams and out of bounds. 15 seconds remain on the shot clock for Thief River, who will inbound underneath their own basket. And it'll be Wilcox to inbound. 37-33 in your Security State Bank scoreboard. Wilcox pass underneath. Oshowski, fall away shot, no good. Back iron and grabbed by Hudson Adams. Brady Fast will clear for Warroad. Fast remains beyond the timeline, now crosses with a pass to Boucher. Boucher underneath, Billingsley's there. Billingsley turns around and puts it in. Luke Billingsley, just his second basket. He's got 4 points now. Billingsley finally touching the paint. Wilcox on the right corner, long three, that's off. Offensive rebound though. Second chance points for the Prowlers. Cornelius in the corner. Nelson will let one fly. Off on a three. Mayfield tips it. Fight for the rebound. It'll go out of bounds off the carom. And it's going to go over there into the Warriors scorers table. So clock stops. 7 minutes, 25 seconds remaining here. Second half and a 2-point game out of the 7-0 run now for Warroad, who just trailed by 9. Wilcox from the right wing. Wilcox up top, Oshowski. In the corner, Nelson. Down low, Grindelin. Up top, Oshowski. Dribbles, sidestep, into the lane. Blocked by Adams, blocked away. And tipped out of bounds into the corner. And now the officials will huddle together and see who is off of. Boucher had it, but tipped out by the Prowlers. And Warriors will have the ball. It was off the hands there of Wyatt Nelson. Warroad will control. Down 2. 7 minutes remaining here on your Security State Bank scoreboard in the second half. 37-35. Thief River leads the basketball game. Mayfield on the drive and a foul on the drive. So a foul on his way to the basket. It'll go on the ground. It'll go on Tucker Grindelin, and that's going to be his 4th foul. So Grindelin going to have to come off the floor now with those 4 fouls. Really the only player in foul trouble for either side, just 2 fouls for anybody else. And Grindelin comes off the floor, Nelson back on. Boucher off the inbound, left alone, airballs a 3. Under 7 minutes to go. 37-35. Wilcox in the corner, guarded by Luke Billingsley. Oshowski, Cornelius. No dribbles, just passes for Thief River, and the shot's no good by Casey Nelson. Brady Fast. Hudson Adams now will cross. Adams found some space and going into the lane, and he got fouled. Little blocking foul there. Jet Cornelius. It'll go on the ground. No, they're going to say a shooting foul. A shooting foul, and it'll be Hudson Adams going to the line for a couple free throws here. So 2 free throws off the shooting foul. Jet Cornelius picks up the personal. That's his 2nd, team's 6th foul. So from here on out, Warroad will be in the bonus, a 1-1 after any foul after this point. Adams misses, rimming out on the first free throw. So again, 17 fouls is the mark, and now 16 fouls in the half on Thief River, so the 7th means 1-1 opportunity for Warroad. Adams at the line for his second free throw. That's good. So Adams now up to 12 points on the day. One of his best scoring performances of the season. 12 points for the junior Hudson Adams. 1 point game, 37-36 Thief River. Wilcox into the lane, float shot's no good. Down to Nelson off the rebound, and he got fouled on his way back up. And Wyatt Nelson for the Prowlers will go to the line and try and extend the lead here for Coach Hams and Thief River. Again, the Prowlers just 3 games on this young season. A win over Roseau back on December 1st. A loss against East Grand Forks, 78-52. So a big loss there in their conference and section matchup with the East Grand Forks Green Wave. And they did beat the Goodrich-Grigla Chargers, 69-57. Nelson was off on that first free throw, misses back iron. Second free throw good, so the lead goes to 2. 38-36 now, Prowlers lead. 6 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in the second half. Mayfield controlling, right wing, underneath. Billingsley, pass is tipped up in the air, fight for it, taken by Nelson, taken by the Prowlers. Nelson will dribble the other way. Nelson's guarded by Fast. Fires a pass over Oshowski underneath. Cornelius alone. Cornelius misses it. And Adams was right there to defend. Adams off that great help defense, able to affect that shot. Adams will dribble now for Warroad. Adams dribbling, float shots up off the glass, and it drops through. Hudson Adams, 14 points now, and he's the leading scorer for the Warriors. Nelson for 3, that's good. Wyatt Nelson gives the Prowlers back the lead on a 3-pointer. He's up to 12 points now. Wyatt Nelson with 12. Bridger Wilcox with 16. Fast to the lane, shots no good. Adams off the board, he fouled. He fouled Wilcox, and the foul's gonna go on Adams. Foul goes on Hudson Adams. That's his third. So again, Adams leading the Warriors in scoring with 14. Brady Fast with 10, Boucher with 7. Substitution here for Thief River. Back into the game, Grindeland. He'll replace Nelson. Grindeland on the floor with 4 fouls. Grindeland has it in the near corner. Far side now. Far corner to Wyatt Nelson. Oshowski from straight away. Right corner again, Nelson. Nelson baseline jumper, front iron and off. Wilcox right there for the board. Blocked from behind by Billingsley and out of bounds off of Bridger Wilcox. He comes away a little heated, thought it might have gone off of Warroad, or maybe thought he got fouled. No call, Warrior basketball. Boucher the other way. Duke Boucher dribbling for Warroad. Duke Boucher over to Mayfield. Mayfield pass tipped. And the great hands of the Prowlers, and that is a foul going on Andrew Mayfield. So some tempers now starting to fly here in this second half, and some emotional fouls by both sides. That one goes on Andrew Mayfield, his third. So Mayfield going to go sit down. Gavin Wyckoff back in the game for Warroad. 2 freshmen on the floor for the Warriors, Wyckoff and Boucher. And they'll guard out in front. Little zone defense here for the Warriors as they've drawn up most of this half thus far. Grindeland, Prowlers looking for some space on offense. Warriors crowding the paint. Open in the corner now, Nelson. Nelson cross-court pass, Grindeland. Grindeland drives on Billingsley. Another cross-court pass back to Nelson. Nelson dribbling onto the baseline, tied up, kick out. Oshowski, free throw line, jumper is through. Thief River with a great offensive possession. They just dissected the Warroad defense. Adams misses the lay-in. The lead is 5. 43-38. The score on your Security State Bank scoreboard is incorrect right now. 3 minutes, 32 seconds remaining here in the half, and it's 43-38. Thief River leads. Wilcox down low, misses the lay-in. Wyckoff grabs the board. Wyckoff grabbing it. The other way comes Brady Fast. Brady Fast dribbling for Warroad. Fast. Down low, Billingsley. Hit out of his hand, and it'll be out of bounds. Warroad will control. 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Again, apologize about the score. That is not the correct score on your scoreboard right now. It's 43-38, Thief River Falls, with 3 minutes and 8 seconds remaining here in the second half. On your Security State Bank scoreboard, Warroad has the ball. They have 12 seconds to shoot. And it's going to be a blocking foul called on Thief River. That'll give them a fresh shot clock. And with that, Warroad will be in the bonus. So that's going to be the 5th foul on Tucker Grindeland. He's gone, done for the day. Grindeland will finish with 2 points. Grindeland finishes his day fouling out with 2. Into the game, Connor Bruce to replace him. So Bruce remaining on the floor. Warroad student section singing the goodbye song to Tucker Grindeland as he heads off the court. Wyckoff with a clutch free throw there. His first point of the day, his first shot attempt really. Second shot attempt. I did miss a three-pointer earlier. Wyckoff, second free throw rimming out. Under 3 minutes to go in the half, 43-39. 4-point lead for Thief River Falls on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Driving is Bruce, and he got fouled underneath. And if it goes on Adams, this will be Adams' 4th foul. And it will go on Adams. So Adams is going to pick up his 4th foul. Hudson Adams for Warroad. Clock has stopped. 2 minutes and 51 seconds remaining here on your Security State Bank scoreboard in a 43-39 lead. Bruce with a 1-and-1 try, and that shot is good. First free throw. Good there by Connor Bruce. Bruce's first point of the game. Bruce good on his second free throw. Clutch free throws there by the junior Connor Bruce. Warroad down 6. Stolen. Wyckoff lost it. Bruce on the steal. Pump fakes. Got fouled. Bruce is going to go up, and he is going to go to the line. Excellent job there on defense. Bruce taking it away from the freshman Wyckoff. And the 4th foul now on Luke Billingsley. Wyckoff will check out of the game. Mayfield back in for him, but now both big men for Warroad. Tied up a bit with 4 fouls in the game and still 2 minutes, 43 seconds remaining on your Security State Bank scoreboard. 1-and-1 try, misses the first. Bruce gives the ball back to Warroad off the missed free throw. 8 team fouls now on Warroad, both teams in the bonus. Fast underneath. Fast flips it up off the side of the backboard, no good. And the ball hits the baseline. It will go back to the Prowlers. (45-39) here on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Drive in, Wilcox shot is up. No, he traveled. Wilcox walking with it there, and it is a turnover on the Prowlers. So Warroad controlling now with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Fast, driving, fouled, and one. Brady Fast. Finishing at the rim, and he'll have a free throw to cut this lead to 3 points. The foul on Connor Bruce. Apologize about the scoreboard being incorrect, and trying to figure out why. 2 minutes, 6 seconds remain. A free throw coming after the timeout. It's 45-41 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Thief River Falls leading by 4. And we'll take a quick break here and be back. KQ92 and yourliveevent.com.
836-4029 or visit AgassySales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Hi, my name is Angelina and I work at Marvin. I paint at Marvin. Every day I get to do what I love. When I started, I was a little intimidated to go into the spray booth, but people were very kind to me and I was able to learn at my own pace. I get to be proud of what I do and I love the product when it's finished. It's beautiful. Since I started at Marvin, I have been able to.
And back here at Warroad High School, out of the timeout, 2 timeouts remaining now for both sides as Coach Unchith called that one. After the foul, Brady Fast at the free throw line completes the three-point play. Fast now 13 points, second leading scorer for Warroad. In-game update brought to you by the Marvin Home Center of Warroad. And now 45-42 is the score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Thief River leads by 3. Again, the scoreboard on your screen is incorrect. 1 minute, 50 seconds remain. Ball's loose. Wilcox grabs it and got it back. And a foul. And if it goes on Adams, he's done. Adams bumping Nelson. And it is. Adams knew it. Knows it heading over to the bench there. A high five for Gavin Wyckoff, but Adams' night is done with 14 points. So 14 points for Hudson Adams, and he'll check out for the rest of the game here. Maybe some spillage there on the Warrior Head logo in the center court there. Fast and Mayfield trying to wipe that up. Free throws coming here for Casey Nelson. And what a turn of possession there after the ball was loose. Wilcox had it poked away and kind of lost it, and getting it back, Wilcox is going to have to change jerseys. So Wilcox is going to put on a different jersey. I believe he got maybe some blood on that jersey, and they're going to make him take it off and play with a different jersey. He's going to wear number 21 now. He's on the near side of the free throw line, standing next to number 20 in black, Luke Billingsley, number 21 in white, Bridger Wilcox, who leads all scorers with 16 points. Wilcox with a little bit of blood on his jersey. They made him replace it. So he'll wear number 21 the rest of the way, it seems like. Free throws coming, a 1-and-1 here for Casey Nelson. Nelson at the line. Nelson hits his first free throw. Nice clutch free throw there. Nelson now 3 points. 46-42, a 4-point lead on your Security State Bank scoreboard for the Prowlers. 1 minute, 45 seconds to go here in the second half. 1 minute, 45 seconds. Nelson off on the second free throw. Wyckoff had it ripped out by Wilcox. Wilcox got fouled. Wyckoff grabbed the rebound, turned right to Wilcox, and he just ripped it away from him. And Bridger Wilcox now will shoot free throws. What a basketball game here on this Friday afternoon. We hope you've enjoyed it. Again, apologize about the technical difficulties. It's 46-42 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. 1 minute, 42 seconds remain. That free throw missed by Wilcox. So Bridger Wilcox changing jerseys and missing free throws has been the story. But 17 points now for the senior Wilcox, who has been aggressive all day and gives the Prowlers a 5-point lead on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Just 90 seconds remaining. 1.5 minutes to go. Wyckoff. Fall away shot, no good. Wilcox grabs it. Wilcox will slow things down. Wilcox into the lane, all the way, and misses. Wyckoff grabs it, ahead. Mayfield out and running. Mayfield can't finish. Nice attempt there in the defense by Thief River, and Wilcox got fouled. Bridger Wilcox everywhere here the past 30 seconds. And Bridger Wilcox will go to the line here off the 10th free throw, and that is going to foul out Luke Billingsley. Billingsley now the second Warrior to foul out, and he's going to foul out with 4 points on the day. So Luke Billingsley done, both big men for Warroad. The tallest player on the court now for the Warriors is Brady Fast, as Julian Garrigan, the sophomore, will come in for Warroad. Wilcox hits the first free throw. Just 1 minute, 10 seconds remain. 48-42 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. the Prowlers with a great couple minutes of basketball here. The defensive intensity has risen, and Wilcox and the Prowlers have answered the bell. Wilcox hits that free throw, 19 points now. And all the poise in the world for the senior Bridger Wilcox. 19 points, leading all scores. Wyckoff for Warroad. Wyckoff poked away. Most of the student section on their feet now in front. We apologize if you can't see a little bit of the court there on the near side, but obviously can't control the entire crowd. And Wyckoff, after the foul, will go to the line. So this is Gavin Wyckoff at the line. Stop the clock with 55.7 seconds remaining here on your Security State Bank scoreboard. And that that shot is missed there. And a foul. Foul is going to go on Warroad. It'll go on Duke Boucher, who picks up his first. And with just 47 seconds remaining, this one seems seemingly all but finished here with more free throws coming for Bridger Wilcox. It's 49-42. Thief River Falls leads by 7 on your Security State Bank scoreboard, making an 8-point lead. Wilcox buries another. Free throws have been not a problem for Wilcox here the past 90 seconds or so, as he's up to 20 points. Misses on that second free throw. Fast will grab it. 45 seconds left, an 8-point lead for the Prowlers. Brady Fast. Fast sidestep shot is in and out. Lid on the bucket now, right now for Warroad, who has not been able to get the bucket here the past couple minutes. Stalled on 42 points right now. And it's 50-42 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Wilcox back at the line for more free throws and misses that first. So again, the Prowlers, who hadn't played since the first week of December until Tuesday, they took down Goodrich Grigla. Wilcox hits another 21 points now for the senior Bridger Wilcox. Fast will step back and fire a three, but it's short. It'll go out of bounds. 24 seconds left. .24 seconds and a quick timeout. With that, we'll step aside. It's 51-42 on your Security State Bank scoreboard, and 24 seconds remaining here in the second half, right here on KQ92 and YourLiveEvent.com.
And purchase a home because I'm making enough to make a living. Come work with me at Marvin. It's a great place to work.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life.
At Warroad High School, just 24 seconds remain on your Security State Bank scoreboard here in the second half, and Wilcox inbounding for Thief River Falls. Pass tipped and taken. Nelson. They're going to call a foul. Garrigan trying to foul and stop the clock. 19 seconds left. This one all but finished now. Nelson will go to the line. Thief River Falls going to improve to 3-1. And what an atmosphere here at Warroad High School this afternoon. All the student body in attendance here during the school day. And what a Friday to celebrate a little bit of Christmas vacation here coming up for the students. This their final day before Christmas break for Warroad. And a free throw there by Nelson makes it a 10-point lead. 52-42, the largest lead of the day. The largest lead previously was 9. That second free throw good by Nelson. 53-42 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. And Fast will dribble. Fast shot is up short. And 10 seconds remaining. Cornelius Wilcox will have to dribble into the front court, and they're just going to let the time go out now. Oshowski, there it is. 53-42, final score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. And we'll give it all, recap everything here coming up. 53-42, final score here from Warroad High School. Thief River Falls victorious. Warroad falls to 4-5. Thief River improves to 3-1. Student body will head off the bleachers now. Well, I believe we will be getting Coach Vichita Unchith and a couple of players for Warroad coming up next here on KQ92 and YourLiveEvent.com. So we'll go ahead and step aside. When we come back, though, we'll recap a bit of this one, and we'll give you some stats as well, and await our interviewees coming up here on the KQ92 and Your Live Event post-game show. It was a fun one here from Warroad High School, and the final score reflects a 53-42 loss now for Warroad on your Security State Bank scoreboard here on Your Live Event and KQ92.
Life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Thinking about a fresh look for your home? Get inspired by Benjamin Moore Paint Colors at Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad. With over 3,500 unmatchable colors and the best quality paint on the market, you can create unique spaces that truly reflect your style. And when you buy Benjamin Moore, you're supporting local business. These quality paints are sold exclusively through locally owned and operated retailers. Visit Marvin Home Center today and let your perfect color journey begin. Marvin Home Center, Highway 11, Warroad.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
Here now at Warroad High School, we welcome you back, and final score 53-42 on your Security State Bank scoreboard, and an 11-point win for Thief River Falls as things there toward the end just did not go Warroad's way. Warriors were able to hang in with the Prowlers most of the game, and it was a very fair-fought match the entire way. And there until the end, Warroad just could not buy a bucket. Nothing going. Defensive intensity arose for Thief River, and the Prowlers really just ended up taking this thing by storm. Took it by the throttle, and they just full gas steam ahead as they balloon their lead up to 11 points there in the final minutes. And the free throw game was there just for Thief River the entire second half, and there toward the end, things just going the Prowlers' way. An excellent game here on a Friday afternoon as we recap this one. Thief River improves to 3-1 with the win. Warroad falls to 4-5 with the loss today. But it was a great game now for Warroad as their season just continues to get better, and things start to string along here for them. Their season really starts to pick up here latter half of December and into January, as they'll have a holiday tournament coming up on Monday the 29th, and things really start to pick up from there. But a valiant effort for the Warriors, who have now played 9 games on their season and winners of 3 of 4 before today, coming into today. Winners of 3 of 4, and their lone loss, a double overtime loss to the BGMR Gators, in which they had a 10-point lead there with a couple minutes left and ended up losing that one to the Gators. So could have won 4 straight, could the Warriors, but instead they did lose that game to BGMR, and 3 of their last 4. They had been really playing well here as of late. They had been scoring on offense. They had been stopping on defense, playing great defense at that. And Warroad, I mean, they held in there with the Prowlers today. They were able to hold in there for just about 30 minutes of play, and then there toward the end, the couple minutes there at the end, Thief River really just started to employ their will, and on the defensive end, the intensity, they kind of woke up. The Prowlers, they started to force some turnovers there, and Warroad just got in some foul trouble. The fouls just started to go belly up for Warroad, and two of their top players, two starters for Warroad, Luke Billingsley and Hudson Adams, end up fouling out of the game there. Just a couple minutes remaining. So again, final score 53-42 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. We will have some players to recap after we come back here on your live event here on KQ 92.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Hi, I'm Deanna and I work at Marvin. HQ was definitely built around the person, the architecture, the windows, the lights, like everything feels alive in that space. But then there's also these little nooks and crannies where you can go and relax. If you think about a home and what you want in your home and how it makes you feel comfortable and you want to be there, I think that's what HQ provides. Come join me at Marvin, you'll love it here.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and the staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Hi, my name is Angelina and I work at Marvin. I paint at Marvin. Every day I get to do what I love. When I started, I was a little intimidated to go into the spray booth, but people were very kind to me and I was able to learn at my own pace. I get to be proud of what I do and I love the product when it's finished. It's beautiful. Since I started at Marvin, I have been able to pull myself out of debt and purchase a home because I'm making enough to make a living. Come work with me at Marvin. It's a great place to work.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and...
And we're back here at Warroad High School, home of the Warriors, and we have Luke Billingsley joining us here on the program. Luke is your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. And we are joined by Luke, who finished the game with 4 points there. Luke, thoughts on the game today? I know it was, there in the end, ended up being a loss for you guys, but you're able to stick with the Prowlers there throughout. What did you think of the game today?
I thought we talked better on defense today. I mean, the crowd obviously was a big factor. They helped us bring the energy. Defensively, I thought we did well. We just needed finish plays on offense, and I think we would have had it.
Yeah, they're on offense. It just seemed like you guys just got stalled out and everything. Just a lid on the basket. It seemed like nothing was going your way toward the end. What do you think Thief River was able to do there, just intensity-wise, that kind of got you guys out of your rhythm there, just the last handful of minutes in the second half?
I think they were more aggressive than us, which is we need to get on that and be better. And then, yeah, they
played a great game and they had a lot of effort there throughout as well. You were matched up with Jet Cornelius there quite a bit, and Wilcox, Bridger Wilcox had a great game as well. What were your takeaways on their effort levels and their play today? And you guys were able to slow them down for a lot of the game today. But what were your takeaways there, trying to defend a couple of their star players?
Bridger, obviously, probably one of their better players on the team, and he's going to get his plays in, but I thought we were able to play pretty good defense there. Maybe more aggressive would have helped more.
Yeah, and Hudson had a great game. I know he probably one of his best scoring games of the season thus far. 16 points for Hudson, or 14 points, pardon me, for Hudson Adams. What did you see with him just getting things going there on offense?
He was able to catch the ball, and he attacked the basket pretty good. He had that aggressive part, but the rest of the team could have been more aggressive, though.
Yeah. What do you say to somebody like Dupouche, who maybe just didn't have the stroke early on from outside? He was 0 for 5 from 3 to start things. But what do you say as a teammate to kind of lift him up and just keep firing, because he's one of the best shooters on the team?
Yeah, sometimes you start out slow, but you just got to keep encouraging him, take his shots, and eventually start falling down.
Yeah, absolutely. Luke Billingsley here, your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Luke, thank you so much. Appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, thank you.
Now we're going to talk with Andrew Mayfield, your Woods Goods Warroad Threads Star of the Game. We're going to talk with Andrew Mayfield here now on the post-game show as the JV game happening here in front of us. Andrew, your thoughts on a great game there today?
Yeah, I feel like it was probably one of the most lower scoring games I've ever been in. And when we're playing good D and they're playing good D, we need to be really good with our shot selection. They weren't really falling for us tonight, and we kind of need to work on that.
Yeah, what kind of things go into like you mentioned, a low scoring defensive battle? What kind of things go into still trying to limit the Prowlers, but also just trying to get the ball through the hoop on offense?
Yeah, when it's more of a defensive battle like that, it's kind of hard to get into a rhythm. Kind of hard to when you think you're finding good shots and they're just not falling. But I would say Thief River was kind of having the same problem with us as we were, and it was a low-scoring game until about the end when we kind of fell apart.
Right. And Andrew Mayfield, your Woods Goods Warroad Threads Star of the Game. Andrew, what'd you think of the atmosphere today with all the student body in attendance and several fans? What'd you think of the atmosphere and just playing in a gym that was that loud and that crowded all day?
I think that it was definitely something I want to do again.
Yeah.
Last year when we were in Thief River, it was not as loud as it was here, which I kind of liked it that we were a lot louder here. But last year we got the win from in TRF, and I think we probably should have brought it a little bit more today, but we just move on to the next one.
Yeah. Final game before you guys have a little bit of a break here, but after Christmas you're going to have a tournament coming up. What kind of things do you plan to work on here until your final game or your next game here with the tournament coming up in about 10 days?
I think sometimes when our shots aren't falling, we kind of need to rely on our bigs, kind of get in the paint a little bit more, set up on our offense, and that's going to set up our shooters too. So I think we need to work on that a little bit. And obviously defensive, that's kind of what our team prides itself on, and I always think that we should be working on our defense.
Absolutely. Andrew Mayfield, your Woods Goods Warroad Threads Star of the Game. And Andrew, thanks for taking some time to talk with us.
Thank you.
Now we're going to talk with Coach Vichita Unchith here on the program, here on the post-game show. We'll talk with Coach, again, Luke Billingsley, your Enbridge Energy Star of the Game, Player of the Game, pardon me, and Woods Goods Star of the Game was Andrew Mayfield. And now we're joined by Coach Unchith for Warroad Coach, 53-42 final score again on the Security State Bank scoreboard, and a tough game, but really, a tight battle the whole way. Very evenly matched, a low-scoring defensive battle. I was talking to Andrew a bit about what kind of things go into such a defensive battle, a low-scoring game, trying to stop the Prowlers, an athletic team, but also just obviously trying to get the ball through the basket on offense.
Just control. I think the score was like single digits, I believe. He didn't even get in after about 9 minutes or so, and with that happening, I was okay with it. Just because it was so close. No one's really separating themselves. I would have loved for us to make more of those shots. It just didn't fall. It is what it is. But for us to play pretty sound defensively is what we want, especially in an atmosphere like that. It's just going to get us better down the road. So I just telling the guys in the locker room there before we came out here is that you got to take the good with the bad, and go with it. It is what it is. The score is what it is now. Can't change it. And I thought the moment at times were too big as the game went on, and then we just did not make clean plays and overdoing it. Just keeping it simple is what you want to do. And with these kids, this is part of the biggest crowd they've had in their young lives, so it's good for them to kind of experience right now, and then hopefully improve as we go.
And I know, like Duke Boucher, he got off to a slow start, and Brady, some shots just weren't falling from the outside, which happens. And it's a make or miss kind of game. And what as a coach, what kind of goes into building those guys up and staying in their ear, keep shooting? They're the best shooters on the team. So what kind of goes into telling them, building them up, and keeping their confidence high?
Just to stay on their shots. I think Duke's a few of his shots, and Brady, they were just leaving it short, either shooting it and then leaving right away instead of just getting their feet planted after the shot and just seeing the ball go through or hit the rim before they take off. It's just a little too early, maybe too much adrenaline or not enough of the sweat being broken out during that pregame. It's one of the things I guess we just got to keep adapting to for the environment, and I think they'll get better just from learning from those little mistakes. And they're all fixable stuff, so we'll grind it out. I mean, we got, I don't know how many games left, or we got 2 more this month before we get a little bit of a break. So we're just going to keep grinding through it and staying strong.
Hudson had a great game. He probably had one of his best of the season so far. 14 points. He fouled out, but his physicality and he was able to kind of match a lot of the Thief River Falls guys and Hudson kind of kept you in the game there. But what did you see out of him that you liked today?
Just his presence and buying into his small role that actually ended up being big for us, and that's what we want. We don't need guys to just be hero guys. We just need guys to just make plays and be together and doing it together. He did a great job of just playing into his role and using his strength to capitalize on a lot of the things that happened. I think he's starting to see it now, and he's going to just continue to develop it. My hope is that the other guys are seeing it too, and they're going to learn from that and build off of that. It's one thing to see is another thing to kind of replicate it as well.
Coach Vicha Taunchith. Coach, thanks for the time.
Yeah, thank you.
Coach Vicha Taunchith. And again, our Enbridge Energy player of the game was Luke Billingsley. And our Woods Goods star of the game was Andrew Mayfield. So again, we wanted to thank a couple of those guys for giving us their thoughts here on the action. We'll go ahead and step aside one final time, but we'll recap. I'll go ahead and do some final stats now. So wanted to give you your final stats from the game today and get a couple of those going. So with final stats today, 13 points for Brady Fast, 14 for Hudson Adams. He led the Warriors in scoring, Adams did. Brady Fast with 13 points today. Duke Boucher was a little cold on his shot from the outside, did hit a couple. He's 7 points on his day today for Duke Boucher. 3 points for Andrew Mayfield. Luke Billingsley finishing the day with 4 points. Again, 2 Warriors fouling out of the game. Luke Billingsley and Hudson Adams, and Duke Boucher with 7 points. And Gavin Wyckoff finishing the day with 1 point there, the freshman. So final stats there for the Warriors and for Thief River Falls for the Prowlers. Final stats for them today. Led by Bridger Wilcox, 21 points on his day. Bridger Wilcox, the senior, leading all scores. Wilcox with 21. 12 points for Wyatt Nelson, the senior. 5 points there for Casey Nelson off the bench. 3 points for Jet Cornelius. 2 for Connor Bruce. Oshowski with a couple buckets. So those are your final stats there on your Security State Bank scoreboard. A final score of 53-42. And Warroad falls to 4-5 with the loss. Thief River improves to 3-1 with the win. And with that, final score 53-42. And signing off, all I got for you here on this Friday afternoon. I want to thank you for joining us here on KQ92, as well as YourLiveEvent.com. Thank you to those who listened today on our KQ92 app, and as well as on KQ92.com. Again, final score one more time, 53-42 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Thief River falls over the Warroad Warriors here from Warroad High School.
Thank you for listening to tonight's broadcast of high school sports on Lake Country. Possible. For more game information and upcoming schedules, visit the website KQ92.com. We now return you to regular programming on Lake Country, KQ92.